Good day everyone, and we are the Group 7. Welcome to our supply presentation. For today's topic, we will be discussing the standard function that give derivatives of different algebraic functions. And we'll also provide 3 examples and solution for each theorem. With that, let's not waste any more time and let's get solving. For this presentation, let's start with something basic. Let's start with the derivatives of a constant.
The constant function rule is the most straightforward. For instance, if f of x is equals to 5, then the derivative of 5 is equals to 0. Here's another example. If f of x is equals to negative 10, then the derivative of negative 10 is equals to 0. And if f of x is equals to 12, then the derivative of 12 is equals to 0. Now, let's move on to the next set of functions. Here we have the derivative of a power, or the power rule. Here is example number 1. If the given is the derivative of x raised to negative 9, ang kailangan lang natin gawin ay ilagay ang exponent sa front ng variable x at i-subtract ang exponent sa 1. So now, we'll have 9x raised to negative 10. Now let's try 2 more examples. Ang given ay the derivative of x raised to 12 at ang isa naman ay derivative of x raised to 7. Again, susundin lang natin ang process na paglalagay ng value ng exponent sa front ng x at i-minus ang exponent sa 1. At ang magiging sagot ay 12x raised to 11 at ang isa naman ay 7x raised to 6.
Moving on, the third theorem, we have the derivative of constant multiple. For this, let's have our first example, derivative of x parenthesis 3 of x raised to 3. Ang una nating gagawin ay ilalagay ang value ng exponent between constant and variable x. Sunod naman ay multiply siya sa constant and last is minus 1 ang end exponent. So magiging 3 parenthesis 3 x raised to 3 minus 1. Then solve at makukuha natin ang 9x raised to 2. Sa next example, repeat lang natin ang process. The given d of x, 7x raised to 4. Again, we'll just simply place the value of exponent between constant and x. Then multiply it with the constant and last subtract the exponent with 1. Then solve. The final will be 28x raised to 6. The last example, the given is d of x, parenthesis 10x raised to 2. Again, follow the process, and you'll have 10 parenthesis 2, x raised to 2 minus 1. And the final answer will be 20x.
We're halfway there. Now, let's try to solve the fourth theorem, which is the derivatives of a sum. In this theorem, we will apply what we learned from the 3 previous theorems. For our first example of, let's have a 3x raised to 3 plus 2x raised to 2 plus 2x minus 3. First, we'll apply the constant multiple rule to values with exponent. So you have a 3 multiplied by 3, x raised to 3 minus 1, which will be equal to 9x raised to 2. And 2 multiplied by 2, x raised to 2 minus 1 will be equal to 4x. Next, 2x raised to 1 minus 1, since the exponent will be 0, the x will be cancelled, and the answer will be 2. As for the negative 3, since it is a constant, it will be equal to 0. So for the final answer, it will be 9x raised to 2 plus 4x plus 2. Now let's try another. The given will be x raised to 3 plus x raised to 2 minus 5x negative 7. This time, let's apply the power rule. So you have a 3x raised to 3 minus 1, which will be equal to 3x raised to 2, and 2x raised to 2. 2x raised to 2 minus 1 will be equal to 2x. Next, negative 5x will be negative 5, and negative 7 will be equal to 0. And there you have it. The final answer will be x raised to 2 plus 2x negative 5. For the last example, we have a x raised to 4 plus 5x raised to 3 minus 4x raised to 2 plus 3x plus 2. X raised to 4 will be 4x raised to 4 minus 1, and it will be 4x raised to 3. 5x raised to 3 will be 5 multiplied by 3.
Susunod natin ay ang derivative of a product. And sa theorem na ito ay meron lamang tayong 5 steps. At bago yon, magsimula muna tayo sa isang example. Sa example na ito ay meron tayong given na 3x cubed plus 3 at 2x plus 2. Ang step 1 natin ay kukunin muna natin ang f of x and g of x ng ating given. Ang f of x ng ating given ay ang 3x cubed plus 3. At ang g of x naman ng ating given ay 2x plus 2. Step 2 naman natin ay kukunin naman natin ang derivative ng f of x at ang g of x. Ang derivative ng f of x natin ay 6x at ang derivative ng ating g of x ay 2. After natin makuha ang derivative ng f of x at ng g of x, ay tutungo na tayo sa third step. Ang gagawin naman natin dito ay substitute natin ang ating given. So, ang mangyayari ay f of x multiplied by the derivative of g of x plus g of x is multiplied by the derivative of f of x. After natin i-substitute ang ating mga given, ay kailangan natin itong i-multiply at makakuha tayo ng 6x squared plus 6 plus 12x squared plus 12x. After natin i-multiply ang ating given, oras na para kunin natin ang mga like terms. At pagkatapos natin kunin ang mga like terms, ay makukuha na natin ang ating sagot. Ang ating sagot ay 18x squared plus 12x plus 2. Gets nyo na ba? O hindi pa? Sige, try pa natin ng isang beses. Sige, try natin itong example na ito. Meron tayong given na x plus 4 at 4x plus 3. So, ang una natin gagawin ay kukunin muna natin ang kanilang f of x at g of x. Ang f of x natin ay x plus 4 at ang g of x natin ay 4x plus 3. Ang susunod natin gagawin ay kukunin naman natin ang kanilang derivatives. So, ang value ng derivative ng f of x ay 1 and ang g of x ay 4. Ang susunod natin gagawin ay substitute natin yan. And after natin i-substitute ay co-combine natin ang mga like terms. At after nun, makukuha natin ang ating final answer, which is 8x plus 19. Bigyan ko pa kayo ng last example. Paano kung meron tayong given na 2x squared plus 6 at 5x minus 3? So, kukunin muna natin ang kanilang f of x at g of x. Ang f of x natin ay 2x squared plus 6. At ang g of x naman natin ay 5x minus 3. Tapos, kukunin din naman natin ang kanilang derivative. So, ang derivative ng f of x ay 4. At ang g of x naman natin ay 5. So, isa-substitute na natin yon. At after nun, ay kukunin natin ang mga like terms. At after natin kunin ang mga like terms, ay makakabuo na tayo ng final answer. At ang ating final answer ay 30x squared minus 28x plus 30.
Finally, we are at the final theorem, derivatives of a quotient. Now, let's start with our first example. The given is derivative 3x over x plus 5. Just like in the fifth theorem, the first step will be identifying the f of x and g of x. Here, f of x is 3x and g of x is x plus 5. For their derivatives, derivative f of x is 3 and derivative g of x is 1. After that, we'll substitute them. Next is to multiply them. And last is combining the like terms. 3x minus 3x is equal to 0, so the final answer will be 15 over x plus 5 squared. This example, we have derivative 12x over x plus 7. The f of x is 12x and g of x is x plus 7. As for the derivatives, derivative f of x is 12 and derivative g of x is 1. Now is to substitute the values that we get. After that, we'll combine 12x and negative 12x since they are like terms and will be equal to 0. And there you have it. Our final answer will be 84 over x plus 5 squared. And last, we have derivative x plus 6 over 3x plus 1. Again, following step 1, f of x will be x plus 6 and g of x will be 3x plus 1. For step 2, identifying the derivatives, derivative f of x will be 1 and derivative g of x will be 3. After that, step 3 will be about substitution. Then, we will multiply them, and before proceeding to step 4, we have to distribute the negative sign. Now, we can combine all the like terms. So it will be 3x minus 3x and negative 1 minus 18. With that, we can get our answer, which is negative 19 over 3x minus 1 squared.
And there you have it. That's the presentation of our group about the 6 theorems under derivatives of algebraic functions. We hope that you get to learn and enjoy our presentation.